to the Washington Commanders. The Commanders may have not made a huge splash in the first round, but they definitely did their homework and made solid picks. Guys, let's break down the Washington Commanders 2025 NFL Draft. And then round number 1 at pick number 29, they drafted offensive tackle Josh Cornley Jr. out of Oregon. This pick was a little bit of a head scratcher in my opinion. Now, Josh is a solid offensive tackle prospect, but tackles like Laramie Tunsil and Brandon Coleman already on the roster, it is tough to see where Josh immediately fits in. While he's a good potential to be a future star, Washington bypasses some good defensive talent here. But so on day 1, I got to give them a C+ on this trade. I think Josh will have a bright future, but immediately right now, he definitely does not help the team at all. Moving on to round 2, at pick number 61, they drafted quarterback Trey Amos out of Mississippi. Now, this is a much better pick. Trey is an aggressive corner with some excellent coverage skills, and he will fit well opposite of Marshawn Lattimore in the Washington secondary. The Commanders made the move to trade their 3rd-round pick to pick Lattimore last season, so adding Amos here is a solid reinforcement. Day 2, grade A. I got to give them an A-. Now, moving on to round number 4. At number 128, they did draft wide receiver Jalen Lane out of Virginia Tech. Lane is an exciting pick, in my opinion. They keep him in the DMV is a smart move off for the Commanders. Lane's explosiveness as a receiver, whether inside or outside, gives Washington a dynamic threat on the perimeter, and he can see immediate time in that slot and could be a weapon for whoever is underneath center for many, many years to come. So day 3, in round number 4, I got to give them an A-. Now, moving on to round 6 and round 7. They drafted linebacker Kane out of UCLA. Kane is a guy who can make an impact on special teams right away. He's fluid, he is fast, and as an outside linebacker, has a nose for the football. Go back and watch the tape. He's always around the ball. He could grow into the starter down the line, but likely will be used as a rotational role early. So I got to give him an A+ on that one. And then moving to round number 7, they did draft a running back, Jacoby Corset Merritt out of Arizona. Now, this is another player that I had to go back and watch the tape on, right? I did not get a chance to watch a lot of Arizona football because them being out the West Coast, me being on the East Coast, but whatever. This kid is a playmaker. When I watched this highlight tape, he can break tackles and he can outrun defenses in the open field. Washington already has a strong running back room, but adding Jacory brings another dimension and a speedster who can create big plays. Another A+ on day 3. So just to recap, day 1, they get a C+. It's a solid pick for Josh, but passing on defensive talent is a tough way to ignore. Day number 2, I got to give them an A-. Amos is a fantastic pick, and Lane is a great fit for the offensive of line. And then day number 3, they get an A+. A lot of upside, and this is where the Washington really shined in the draft. So in the end, guys, the Washington Commanders made a mix of back trades. My bad. Pushed the wrong button. There we go. So in the end, they had a mix of picks that could pay off, especially in later rounds. They added their defensive backfield and receiving core while picking up some real talent depth on special teams. If day 2 and day 3 picks hit, this could end up being a solid clash for Washington. But let me know what you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Now, Mellow Mike says Tunsil is overrated. This is coming from a Texas fan. Mediocre run blocker, elite pass protector, habitual drive killer with false starts. Glad he is gone. Laramie Tunsil is a guy that, Mellow Mike, I feel like he's definitely was overhyped a lot of his career in Houston, right? So I definitely like that. And Old Man River says, do not forget the addition of Deebo Samuels as well. They get a B+. Yes, I forgot about Deebo Samuel. Now he is underneath a contract year, so he is going to be hungry and he's going to be wanting the ball, right? He's going to be able to get up and down the field as well. Mellow Mike says, Amos was a great get. I do love that pick. Amos is definitely going to ball out. Jim Powell says Carlton Hassel was a national champ wrestler and went to the Steelers at O-line in the 90s. Them cats have a great center of center low of gravity. Yes. So actually, I tell all of my high school kids that if you are not playing basketball, you should be wrestling. But hey, that's just me. That is just me at the end of the day. But guys, it is time to get into a little bit of